It is compression by a factor of 1/2. -60, so that's shift left by 60, I guess degrees in this case, because we're using degrees. And then shift down 1 unit. And that's it. Those, I mean, it hasn't changed. The transformation rules haven't changed. A is still K, D, C, it's all the same. And, it shift left 60, shift down 1 unit. Oh, actually, I apologize. They're asking for amplitude and period. So they weren't asking for this. They were asking for something different. So what is the amplitude? Well, amplitude is equal to 3, because my A value is, amplitude essentially. My period, yes, if you look at the equation, period is equal to 360 divided by K, absolute value K, and that's just 360 divided by 2, which is 180. So my period is 180 degrees. Let's see, so we got period, we got 80, we got the phase shift, right? And now they wanted max and min. This is important. Copy this down. What do I want you to copy down? I want you to copy down the equations for max and min. So these are good equations. So your maximum point is equal to C plus A, and your minimum point is equal to C minus A. So my C value was -1, so -1, and my A value was 3. So -1 plus 3 equals 2, and my minimum is -1 minus 3, which is -4. So my minimum value is -4, my maximum value is +2. So once you have these equations, honestly, this unit isn't too difficult if you can remember the equations that you need to use and apply it. Now there's like the very last section of this unit is kind of hard, but that's just normal. All right, let's move on. I'm now going to do this example for you here. All right, graph y equals this equation using transformation, then state amplitude, period, number of cycles, and so on. So how do I graph a transform function? If you remember, you have to draw two table values. But before that, the very first thing you always do is label your A, K, D, and C values. You always do that. A value, -1.5. K value, 3. D value, +30. C value, 0.5. All right. I guess we can quickly type this up. So vertical stretch by a factor of 1.5. Vertical reflection on the x-axis, or about the x-axis, whatever, doesn't matter. Horizontal compression by 1/3. Shift right 30 degrees and shift up 0.5 units. All right, right, up, compression, reflection, stretch. All right, I got it. What's the amplitude? Amplitude is equal to 1.5. Now, a lot of students make a mistake here. They write amplitude as -1.5. Right now, I'm telling you, if you write amplitude as a negative value, you are getting it wrong. I'm marking it wrong and taking off a mark. So amplitude is always a positive value. It's always a positive value. So yes, it's 1.5. Period is what? What's period? Period is 360 divided by K, or absolute value K, which if you divide that by 3, it's 120 degrees. The other thing that you should figure out is your maximum value. What is my maximum value? Maximum value is C plus A, I think. And your minimum value is C minus A, I believe. So yeah, so I have my maximum value, I have my minimum value, I have my amplitude, I have my period. Perfect. Let's draw this now. There's two ways of graphing this. One is to figure out a pattern, one is to make a table of values. I like the table of values way better because it's just, I don't know. Nah, I do both, to be honest. Whatever I feel like, I guess. Actually, I don't think I use table of values now that I think about it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Alright, first things first, what's my parent function? See this right here? Cos? That means my parent function is y equals cos x. And I didn't go over the key points of the parent functions in detail, but here, so I'll just go over it right now. So your key points are always 0. When I mean always, I mean in, specifics to this course. Changes in grade 12 and whatever. But for now, in this course, key points are 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. So 5 key points. Pretty easy to kind of remember, you just 0 and 9, you just go up by 90s, 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. Now my y values are very straightforward. You just get your calculator and plug it in. Oh, I got some emails. Let me see who's emailing me. All right. Let us see. What can we do? Oh yes. What's y equals cos 0? So cos 0. Plug in cos 0 in your calculator. So cos of 0 is 1. What's cos of 90? That's 0. What's cos of 180? That's negative 1. What's cos of 270? That's 0. And what's cos of 360? That's 1. So very easy to make your table of values for your parent function. You just remember these 5 key points, and then you plug them into the equation, and then you spit out your y value, and you have your table of values. Now let's do a transform table of values. If anyone remembers, this is our mapping notation. Image points, mapping notation, these are, names for the same thing. So if you ever hear something about image points or something like that, or mapping rule, or anything to do with mapping, this is what they're talking about. X over k plus d, ay plus c. So let's plug in our values. What's my k value? K value is 3. So x over 3 plus d. What's my d value? D value is positive 30, so that's plus 30 here. And my a and c values, let's see what they are, is negative 1.5 and c is 0.5. So negative 1.5 and 0.5. Okay. Now that I have